let's start the podcast. So listen up, because you can't say nothing. You'll shut me down with a push of your button, but yo, I'm out and I'm gone. I'll tell you now, I keep it on and on. Now, I'm Scott B, and I'm here to say, welcome to the GQ HQ PQ series finale with my men, Goose and Louie.
Yo.
I like it. I'm into it.
You weren't playing any of those games before the podcast. You were just sitting writing a set of raps,
You were
throwing
just
down rhymes.
dropping fat rhymes. Nice. I like it. Hello, everyone. My name's Scott. I'm here with Goose.
Hello.
And Louie.
Hi.
Any rhymes from you?
Nah.
No.
I've done all mine for the day. I've hit my quota.
That sounds like you've done all yours for the year.
Nice. Oh, I'm into it. Good.
Good. That was Beastie Boys.
It was good. I liked a bit of Beastie Boys.
We the Beastie Boys.
We could be. We can finish each other's
More like the B-side
Sentences.
boys.
sandwiches.
That's it. Do you remember when we used to do questions like that during Twitch years?
Yeah, I do.
And we hit peak delirium when we were doing the quizzes, and it would be like, what was it? We'd ask the question, you do the last line of each of on the lines you do the last line, and then we ended up trying to do it like alternate and things like that. I don't know how anyone knew the questions.
That would have been. I mean, luckily they were up on screen visually.
Yeah, when people used to tell us, "Oh, we used to meet you and just watch it," it's like, I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. Hopefully you're not muting this podcast because we've got some very important things to go through today.
We've got exciting and important news. This is the final episode of The League.
The League.
Which isn't the season.
No, the podcast is going to continue forever and ever.
And ever. Don't sing on the stream.
What episode is this? 77.
70, yep.
Nice.
So we're carrying on. The season carries on with the podcast.
The podcast will keep going.
Yeah, podcast continues as always, as forever.
Like Louis said, you can't stop me with the push of a button.
But the league we've decided to do in 10-week increments.
Yeah, a 10-week league, just like 10 frames in bowling.
Because we like it that it's, 10 weeks, you get 10 weeks to prove you're the best, and then it resets. So that it doesn't feel like anyone's getting like completely far away. And this first one has been a bit of a test to see how it's gone. If you don't know anything we're talking about with the league, you can go back and listen to old episodes and understand it a bit better. And we've got explanations of how things work. But league is effectively, if you play an episode of the podcast game with us, which people have been doing consistently, some people have played every episode, Scott. Some people have played some of them, me. Some people have played one of them, Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Louis played two. Louis played two of them. He's got 2 points. And so 2 solid points. The person that puts together all our quizzes.
2 big points.
2 big old points.
Host it yourself today.
Why, do you want to take part?
No, just leave.
But the way it works is if you play an episode with us, then you get points. They get accumulated together towards the end, and over the league, we see who's winning. Now, currently, Vernon Knight Quizzer's winning by a fair stretch. A decent stretch, I'd say.
I'm closing that gap, though.
Maybe.
Did you close it a little bit last week? Didn't you get the same points last week?
Yeah, actually, I think we did. So kept that the same. But yes, so today is the last day that you can get points. But
for
if
this
you're listening,
season, for this league,
for this league, if you're listening back to this in audio form, then the new season has
Well,
the
well
new
and
league
truly started.
We're gonna try and say league.
League. The new league will have started. But
everyone
currently,
say it at the same time.
the difference is
League. Oh.
Scott's got 75 points in the league, and Vernon Knight Quizzer has 89 points in the league. So for basically for all of the audience, Vernon Knight Quizzer's there, and for all of us here in the office, Scott's there, and I'm 20 points behind Scott. And so it's unlikely I'll catch Scott unless we have more than 20 people playing, and Scott only gets 1 point.
Very unlikely then.
So I don't know if I want to find out before the podcast or not how many people we've got playing.
No.
Because I've put a push on.
Well, we'll see. So yes, you can get involved. We're going to keep doing this audience internet participation. So
sorry, I was saying we're in the wrong segment, but it's all good. That's fine.
Good.
I didn't just stop you for that.
Good flow.
Restart.
Apologies. I don't know why I did that. I tried to do this,
Mid-sentence.
and then you looked confused, so I was like...
So I saw you move.
Reverse it.
and I didn't want to feel like I was doing something other than that.
Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
But this leads us on to exactly why we're doing this podcast. We've refined our game over the years from... I mean, originally it was crude, I would say, how we did the game.
Oh.
Like episode 1 of this podcast,
Oh,
which some people have gone back and listened to it all.
don't judge. If you go back and listen, don't judge us on that one.
Well, there's a number of things you shouldn't judge us on.
It's not racist. I mean,
No, but the audio quality.
yeah. It's not like anything we say.
Listening from like one, or
Yeah.
recording from one microphone.
Didn't we have a podcast we liked that we decided we would do like static noises in between the things that we did, and it was like,
That was the first one. Yeah,
I remember listening back to that and
was
be
just
like, what? That was a intense decision we decided to go for there.
yeah, it was bold.
And then it's definitely, it's fun from listening from the start. And I've done it a couple of times of like going back and listening to snippets of the first one, second one, whatever, and then realize it's really improved over that time. But the game has improved over that time as well.
Leaps and bounds.
Season wise, we used to sort of change it up once every so often in the season, per season. And so at the start we did it cumulative, how far away you were from the percentage, which meant you could throw away it pretty quickly. Like, so if the percentage was 50 and you put 100, you were 50 away, and that's straight away your score.
Yeah. Lowest score one.
Mark Thompson once came on and got like under 10 or something ridiculous like that.
Smashed it.
He absolutely smashed it.
But anyway.
And then we started playing it more by points of who's closest, so it's a bit more like match play and golf. And then now, we used to play 10 questions, which took up quite a lot of the podcast and too long, really. Now we play 5 questions, and then we do it with the audience.
Yes.
So you're here in the golden era of this podcast, we would say. You know when people say you don't know when you're in the good old days? Now is the good old days.
This is the good old days.
For now.
Ready yourself.
Relish.
But there's always onwards and upwards. But right now, we're in golden era. We might get to diamond.
Yeah, we're gonna go sideways a little bit.
Who knows if platinum's there as well? Once you break through that ceiling, you don't know what's on the next floor.
Yeah. So everyone, all aboard the Wonka Vader.
There could be a water level, and who knows? You know, let's hope it's not above us, but you know, it might be.
We'll see. We'll definitely see.
So it is all to be played for, all ready. This is the final day of the league for this one, but not the season. Season continues. League starts again next week. So you've got a good chance next week. Let's get a big showing. Tell your friends. I'm going to email everyone who sent their emails in. I know it's bad. I didn't ask if I could use them. I'll email you once. You can tell me if you don't want to be emailed again.
It's a good thing that's not on record. I know.
I'll email you once, and if you don't want to be emailed, I'll accept that as I will never email you again. I'll take you off the list. It's fine. And I'll put something on the form next time to say, do you want to have this or not? This is how the what should we call it? PCP. What's that thing called? No.
PCP.
Drug.
I was going to say.
PPR. What was that thing called that everyone did adverts for?
Payment Protection
I.
Insurance.
PPI. That is how this happened. So there was one
GDPR?
tick box that people didn't put on a form, and it effectively created the PPI problem. GDPR
Angel Dust.
is the
Angel
thing.
Dust is PCP.
My sweet little angel dust.
We'll send you some angel dust.
But by the end of this episode, we're going to have a winner of the league. This league.
And it is, I would say it's highly likely it's Rare Night Quizzer, but lower down in the table, some people adopted this a bit later on and got into the league a little later on and have played every week since they found it. For them, there's big points to be won. And then for next week, that's when the really hots up. Because then you've got 10 weeks of dedicated... Because you don't have to be watching this to be playing. You can listen back afterwards, find out how you did. It's all going up on the website as well. So it's all there for you to be playing for. So it's worth sharing with people. That's what I'll always say. I know it's a little marketing push, but it's a fun game to play with people. I've got a couple of friends who are now pretty dead against each other about it all.
It's easy to get competitive.
It very much is.
Yeah.
Scott, I wouldn't call you a particularly competitive person, but I have seen your competitive
Today
side
I
come
am.
out. Oh, really? Just to be clear, my aim for today is to beat you well.
All right.
And just so that I know you're going to finish me higher in the league, but just so as you know, even if you've beaten me in the league, that today was a sour point at the end of the league. That's how I want your league to go.
You just want me to hurt.
I want to hurt you today. That is exactly how I want this to run. Just giving Louis that heads up, but that's how I want this to go.
All right, good. Well, I'm excited to get stuck into it.
Well, should we find out how we're going to play?
Did you not want some silence to filter out the noise?
You did that before.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll take a break.
The silence is when we were silently playing that global game.
Okay, should we actually get into the game though?
Yeah. How do we play the game? Goose, tell us.
The percentage game runs as follows. There are 5 quiz questions that have been asked to thousands of teams that have taken part in our online and real-life pub quizzes. Those competing in the percentage game must guess the percentage of teams that got the answer correct. Whoever gets the closest to the actual percentage gets the most points, and the further away you are, the fewer points you get. The audience answer is taken as an average and is made up of anyone who's filled out the form prior to the game. The winner after 5 questions is the one with the most points. If you want to contribute to the audience average, keep an eye on the social medias as we will release the entry form with the questions a day before the next podcast recording.
Wow, beautiful words, as always. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, we've got the game coming up. So we've got 5 questions. People around me taking part just now have a whiteboard. Tick.
Yes.
A pen that works.
Tick.
Tick. Good. A wiper that works as well.
Oh, I don't have a wiper.
A non-permanent pen.
I've got a piece of tick.
Hey. Good. People taking part at home, live or on the podcast. You can write down your answers too. See how you would have got on, how close you are. If you think, oh, that's surprising, or oh, I nailed that.
Get everything in order.
You can let us know. And then people taking part live via Twitch too. You still got time to fill in the form.
I'm interested to know Louis' level of excitement. Now, Louis is not one to get excited often, but what do you think Louis' level of excitement is for this, the final episode of the league?
I think he'd be absolutely buzzing. I think he's
I could say
got his little fists clenched,
absolutely.
ready to
You know, like
reveal.
when hummingbirds are flying backwards, what kind of pace their wings have to be going at?
Yeah.
Roughly where I think Louis is at. Louis?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Confirmed
We were right.
that we're
What a-
exactly
Got
on the right
accuracy
level. Yeah.
What I wanted, I'm professional enough. I treat the first episode like the last. Every single one, 10 out of 10. Is the way I'm going to
10 out of 10 level of complete monotone. Just completely the beige level of excitement I'll go for the whole way through this. When's the last time you think you got, like, overexcited? Okay, I'll let you have a think for a second. Scott, last time you think you got overexcited about something?
Can I have a minute to think too?
I'm trying to think. I think I got overexcited today about something. I got overexcited this morning when Alice told me she made a good pun at work.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Couldn't wait to hear what the pun was.
No, probably, booking flights home. That was pretty exciting.
Fair. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Or actually, no. And then I got told that one of my friends is coming from Australia here before that. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
but after I booked. So, yeah, probably then.
Louis?
When Scott told me.
I'm going home. Yeah, good.
I like that the thought is that you just have a range of emotion that's very tight, but you swing up and down in it like constantly.
Yeah.
Fair. Like,
Yeah.
That's absolutely fair.
Look, you need to bring balance to the force. And
Are we the dark side?
no, you guys are good.
Cute side.
You
We're
guys
the
are
Jedis.
The good side.
I don't know. I don't watch Star Trek.
You know, we
Although I'm probably more Jedi because they don't really have any emotions.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're pretty.
So wait, you're saying we're the dark side?
Yeah, probably.
You can say I'm Jabba the Hutt, right?
If I was thinking about it, yeah, I think that's what the Jedi do. What's the Jedi oath?
I mean, you know something we didn't put into the running order that we probably this is bringing us very close to discuss. That picture of every podcast is one of these 3 people. I don't know which one I am.
There's no emotion, there's peace. Right, got that. There's no ignorance, there's knowledge. There's no passion, there's serenity.
I
No
mean, just to be
chaos,
clear,
there's harmony. There's no death, there's the force.
We've just discussed you've played two of like rounds of this game and look at 1 point in both. Sorry, in both of them. I don't think that denotes knowledge.
Wow.
All I'm saying, look, we place our knowledge on this podcast against this game. and the game is the game. And then I think in this podcast, the game is the Force, really.
So there's no death, just the percentage game.
Well,
Exactly.
Right. Okay, that took a turn. Well, I hope you win, Scott.
And every day you'll lord it over you. Exactly. I mean, there'd be no way of getting the person who's doing the marks. All right, there's no Skittles left.
That's fine.
Only the Force, which is the percentage game. So there'd be no way of getting the markers to do the percentages, is there? You'd have to guess them in advance of picking the questions.
Yeah.
Or you pick the questions and then you wouldn't be able to
Yeah. And we get Kirsty to do it.
we could get someone else in to do it, and then the marker could do it. I could write the thing. We could do that for next league if we want. So Louis, do you want to get involved next league?
No, it'd be too exciting for me.
That's fair.
These chairs don't bolt down quite hard enough.
All right, let's go.
Hey, what up, everyone? We're going to move on to question 1. So, answer percentage. People have taken part at home. You've put it in the forum or you're writing it down. You can also just stick it in the chat too if you're taking part live, what you think the actual answer is. But answers don't really matter as much as the percentage does. If you think it's easy and a load of teams got it correct, put a high number. If you think it's a bit harder, put a low number. And yeah, up from 0 to 100, I suppose, if you're feeling risky. So let's get going. Question 1. We'll get it on screen 2. Question 1. Which English football team have the nickname the Black Cats? So question 1 in the 5 today. Which English football team have the nickname the Black Cats? Answer and percentage, please.
It sounds a lot like the Black Caps, which I know who they are, but
Tough.
Is it?
Tis.
yes.
English football team.
Have the nickname the Black Cats, and then which at the start. Okay, some serious thinking going on for question 1 just now. I'll find out why, since it's an intense one and you guys are thinking.
No.
Cannot think.
It's a short story about Edgar Allan Poe, but unrelated, I think, to the answer.
Bar on Rose Street.
That's
Right.
not helped me at all.
The Black Cat.
I know this is where a football question comes up, and I go, some people know loads about football, but this is what we always say about football. Either people know everything about it or nothing about it, and that's my issue. I've got a percentage and an answer. Not confident in my answer or percentage, so, got a board of terrified lies written down.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so
90
3, 2, 1, turn.
Come on. Come on now.
Oh wow. Okay, so let's talk through what's going on here. Scott, you've said,
Aston Villa,
and
72%.
Goose, you've said,
Newcastle,
and
72%.
72%. Good stuff.
It's
Good.
like we've met each other's matches and we went for the first punch and we just punched each other's fists.
Parry.
Yeah. So he's laughing at you.
Yeah.
You're close. I mean, you're closer than Scott.
Why,
Answer-wise,
is it further north? Not than
Geographically
Newcastle.
or
geographically
like kit?
closer.
Blackburn.
No, that's probably closer to Scott.
I don't know.
And they're dogs.
What?
Rovers are dogs,
Sunderland.
aren't
Yeah. Yes, it is Sunderland. We'll get the answer, but it's Sunderland. Blackburn Rovers. Yeah. I didn't think they were dogs.
Why are Sunderland called the Black Cats? That makes absolutely zero sense.
So, the legend of Joshua Dunn, who volunteered for Sunderland Loyal Volunteer Force, fleeing from the sound of a black cat, led to one of the great gun batteries on the River Wear (brackets John Paul Jones Battery), become known as the Black Cat Battery.
That is honestly the most ridiculous story.
Yeah.
That's like, I remember hearing how Drambuie got. Drambuie was the supposed recipe of Bonnie Prince Charlie. And it's because somewhere where Bonnie Prince Charlie once was, there was a bureau with a recipe in it for Drambuie. It's
And
No, it wasn't.
Different story. Then there's a story of a Sunderland fan, Billy Morris, who said he hid a black cat under his coat for the 1937 FA Cup final.
What a mad lad.
Mad cat.
Yeah, so you're close, but we'll see how the audience
believe this.
came up for this one. So let's run through. So there's the actual layer. For people...
No! Right, look, Scott, honestly, can you tell me, were you thinking of going higher or lower than 72%?
No.
We've got two 72s from the guesses. The actual percentage was 71.5.
Yes!
So people are these two here are very
Scott,
close.
Just to bury the hatchet for the moment, but awesome.
Very close. So 0.5 away.
If we get snaked here, this will be the worst snaking that will ever happen on this podcast.
Well, yeah. So let's tell you through audience for this one.
Oh, we can't see it.
Why has it not came up?
It's gone.
Yeah.
You just can't see it.
Oh, yeah. Audience for this one came up at 65.6.
All right.
Right, okay.
Good start.
So
Do you want to change that for the next one as well?
yeah, a little bit further away. But well done, you two.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you.
Happy with that start?
Straight off the bat, that's a
Tell
good.
you what, it wouldn't have even been better if you'd gone for 71, so we literally got as close as we could go.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been.
No, 71 would have been closer than 72 because it would round it up.
Then why? What?
So it's 71.5.
Yeah.
72
I
is
know.
the closest we could have written down.
Right. Okay.
We couldn't have written down a percentage decimal, so we literally got the closest answer there.
Right.
And we both got it.
Okay.
Because if you'd written 71, we'd have been further away.
Right. Yes.
Because
Yeah.
0.5 is closer to 72 than 71.
Yes. Good.
So
Just double checking you understood the logic.
2 points.
Oh, we both got 2 points.
Yeah,
How
it
did it
feels kind of lame, doesn't it?
We both got 3 points.
No, well, you wrote it. 2 points to each of you, 1 point to the audience
We should definitely deserve 3 points for that.
for that one. Yeah.
Well, let's do a score alteration at the end. That's fine. It's okay.
Louis, you got a big weekend last weekend, doing another big old cycle.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's an understatement.
Monster cycle.
I wasn't here last week, if anyone noticed.
We brought to people's attention.
Yeah, I was cycling. I failed
No, Louis, don't say that.
a 10,500 kilometer bike race. I came up short, but 850.
You did 850 kilometers.
Yeah, sort of Thursday night to Sunday, I did about 850.
I don't think I've cycled 850 kilometers in my life.
Yeah, me either.
Around the north of England, so would have been near Sunderland. Nice little reference there. Started in Sheffield, went clockwise.
You dip into Scotland at one point.
Yeah. We were over the border in Newcastle, so around the border there. So yeah, went clockwise, sort of the Dales, the Lake District, then up to the northeast towards Barnborough Castle, which is nice.
What was the race called?
All points north, so you had to hit 10 checkpoints.
And you just plan your own route.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
is there kind of a route that everyone will know that is the
Yeah. There's a rough one. It works out about 1,000-ish kilometers for everyone, so it's not like there's a wild discrepancy. But you can, it means you can go left or right at the start, clockwise, counterclockwise.
And so we've obviously done an episode where we spoke about Louis' cycling before, so it's worth, if you've not listened to the episode, listen to that. You get all the kind of questions we asked about the kind of rough idea of what the competition is about. So just briefly, the competition, what kind of competition is called again? Style of competition.
Yeah, it's sort of ultra distance.
And you camp your own, like you stop when you want. You don't stop at all. You can just.
Yeah. So first night started at 8 p.m., which was different. So already been
I
awake for a
wondered
while.
that, by the way. Like I was like, I thought you would travel there and then start like straight away because it was in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And then you were like still posting Instagrams, just like, has Louis lost his mind, or is just decided to like give everyone an advantage or a head start? It's like no,
Give him a big head start.
starts at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So you start at 8 p.m. For this one. I think the thinking of which is it discourages people for staying awake for too long, which is a thing people do. So if you started at 8 a.m,
Pushing hard on the
you would
first
do
day.
at least 24 and then another like 12 hours on top. Whereas this way,
Right.
more likely to take a break at some point.
Right. So did you cycle through all the first night?
Nah, I slept for an hour.
Oh, of course.
Slept for an hour in an underpass away
I
from the
did
rain,
see that.
which was lovely.
I felt you documented this one a little bit more than the last one.
Yeah, well, there were two of us doing this, so I got more time just to be on my phone and mess around.
That's the big question I had to. Sorry, you carry on.
Yeah, when you say there was two of you doing it, what is that like? Because you were doing it like as a team.
It wasn't
Yeah,
on
it
a
was-
tandem bike.
It was just a pair. There was a tandem did it last year.
No way.
Yeah.
How did they find that?
No, they finished it well. They're good. I mean, people don't like accidentally end up in tandems. They usually sort of work hard to be able to ride it.
Accidentally end up with that. Oh, we bought tandem again.
But yeah, as a pair, so just two of us made it around.
So
So-
the question I was going to ask about the pair thing. Was there any tension? He seems like a pretty chilled guy. I checked out his Instagram. and
No,
he
not
looks like
really.
a pretty
It's
chilled person.
just sort of riding the bike. I think we were.
That is just to be clear,
Ultra race,
The
just
biggest,
riding
the
a bike.
biggest understatement I've ever heard.
It's the most honest statement. You're just riding a bike. It's just no. Well, we were helped the first 36. No, maybe not. The first 20 hours, it was just raining, so we were both pretty miserable. So there wasn't much to argue about. We were just getting on with it. And then after that, the weather improved, so I think we just naturally felt better. So we rode the wave together.
But you already had your route planned.
Yeah. Planned out already.
Yeah.
And so just to be clear, what I don't understand is, as a pair, do you then get a time that's like combined? What's the like? I don't understand. Like, why can you just go as a solo and say we'll just cycle together?
Yeah, because you're both riding to the same spot.
Yeah,
it's not like one of you.
I think it's more for. So there was a rookie category that set off at 12 p.m. and then everyone else set off at 8 p.m. So I think the pair approach was more for people in between. So maybe like couples or whatever.
Right. And so, do you think you'll do it? Would you do it on your own at some point?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I didn't get in initially. I didn't get in. We sort of got a last minute place after someone pulled out. So
right.
it was more of just a fun free hit because I'd already planned other things after not getting in.
Nice.
So, are we? As Scott and I said, we're definitely going to go down next time you do it and become your personal,
Oh yeah.
like podcast
Entourage.
/ Twitch, commentators. And what we'll do is we'll drive to every checkpoint in advance of you getting there. I assume we'll make it ahead of him, hopefully. And it would be a real shame if we didn't. And then we'll get to the checkpoint, wait for you to get there, and we'll be like, hi, very quickly as we run past you. We'll run alongside you as a cycle.
Yeah, give you cups of water.
Yeah.
See if there's any tension between you two.
Yeah.
Are you not allowed to give out
We'll
stuff?
be on it. Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then that's great. We'll be sitting
Support.
and eating and drinking next to the...
Yeah.
Well played. Well played.
It has to be commercially available for everyone.
Oh, wow. Well, we could give it to everyone.
Yeah. You would have to give it to everyone or sell it.
We'll just say
Offer it.
as we hand it over to people, we'll give them all these drink bottles. It's like, one of these has lactose in it.
Yeah.
Enjoy!
Oh.
Yeah, once again, we will say we're very proud of what you did.
Good job. Good.
Genuinely.
Thank you. Hallucinated for the first time.
Oh.
What?
Very mild.
How
Very,
was that?
very mild.
On like
While I was
whilst
cycling. I thought my bars were loose. I kept having to remind myself they weren't.
Oh, really?
Just really
you were
mild.
tired?
Yeah, I wasn't seeing anything. I just in my head, I just thought they were coming loose.
Right.
So
really?
just a
And so
mild
is
one.
it? Sorry, what's the pair, the person called Jack?
Matt.
No, Matt. Sorry, Matt. Did you tell him that I think I'm maybe not doing so great?
No. I think I was doing fine. I was just, I think it just happens. Just when you're a bit
Your bars
tired,
are loose.
When you're a bit tired, your mind plays tricks on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot worse
Okay.
examples from people.
Oh, that's
Wow.
scary.
It did seem, and you had a bit of trouble obviously with tires and something happened. So
Yeah. But that happens,
Yeah.
You can bring spares, but at a certain point, you just bring in a spare everything. It sort of weighs you down too much. So
Well, yeah, full spare bike is a fairly.
you have to take
Over
some
the shoulder.
you have to take
Yeah.
some risks every now and again.
Did you ever at any point discuss that you could make a full bike out of both your bikes and one of you carries on and one of you stops?
Yeah. Why would we sacrifice one? We already had a bike that worked.
No, oh, sorry, I didn't know if sorry, of course. If so your bike was fully working.
Yeah.
Did you discuss just going on yourself?
Nah, it's fine. I mean, it's there's no point doing that.
That's fine. I didn't know if that discussion would have come up. Cool. We want to pry into the tension here. This is what we're getting deep down. But it sounds like it was a good team and it worked well, apart from the whole, hallucination on the bike and you did crazy things to your body, which is
but well done.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Proud of you.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, we are proud, and we would like to come along to the next one. We obviously we did joke about it, but I genuinely would love to go to the next one.
Yeah, we can nut
Not
out
to
some
do it,
details.
just to be clear, I don't want to do this.
Oh, I already started training.
Oh, really? Do you want to do the tandem?
Yeah.
I'll be at the back.
Question 2: clean those whiteboards, please.
Nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is the worst start we could have had to this game.
Best
Question
start.
2: are they going to put the same answer again? Question 2: what is the largest landlocked body of water on Earth by area? So, question 2: what is the largest landlocked body of water on Earth by area? Answers, percentage, please. If anyone has a tandem,
I would love a go.
tandems are quite fast.
Quite fast.
Yeah.
Really? How come? Because they're heavy.
Yeah. If it's a flat route, they're pretty heavy, and if you get the right people on, they can go pretty fast.
I'd love to go in a tandem.
Front or back?
I can power hard. I can cycle hard.
Scott, can you power hard?
I can try my best.
We'll find one. We'll get a branded tandem.
Oh, what's it called?
Let you two go wild on it.
All right, I'm ready.
We've got one confident boy over here in his dad's shirt.
Me?
No.
We're both wearing quite interesting shirts today, I felt.
Yeah, do you agree?
Yeah. I think we've all done really well.
I am not convinced with my answer. I know where it is. I know exactly what it is. I just can't think.
Well,
All right.
3, 2, 1, turn. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Right. Cool.
Oh, have I gone too high? I've gone too low. I think I gone too low.
Right. Well, Goose, what have you said?
Black Sea,
And
59%.
59%.
I've gone too low here.
Let's get the
This is
question
too
on
low.
the screen. And Scott,
Red Sea,
And-
65%.
65%. Okay. So you think you went too high? You think you went too low?
I think I've gone too low. I originally wrote down 62%.
Okay.
I wrote 65, crossed it out, 55, and then back up to 65. So
Oh, this is a problem. I wrote 59, and this is a problem.
Wow.
This is I know doing this league structure was my idea and everything, and I know exactly why I played this to make its tension at the end. I've not felt more tension writing down numbers on this board than ever.
I'm feeling it.
Well, so we'll do the answer first of all.
I think it's called. Is it the Balkai Sea?
No.
Not that one. Or there's a Victoria as well. It's not.
I think you're thinking of the largest lake.
Yeah, I just can't think. What is it?
The Caspian Sea.
The Caspian. I knew
Caspian.
exactly what I was talking about. Ah, no.
Caspian Sea.
Maybe I've gone too. The thing is, if I knew it was the Caspian, I would have maybe got there in a team. Oh, I've gone too low, I think. I've gone too low.
Yeah, so there's your guesses. 59, 65. You think you went too low, so you think it's going to be higher. Scott, you happy with yours?
Yeah, maybe a smidge too high.
I think I'd be happy with yours right now.
Well, let me tell you, the actual percentage from all the teams that we've asked over the years came out at 41.6.
This has to be closer than Scott.
So Goose is in there, closest just now. Scott second closest, and also furthest away.
That is much lower than I. Although saying that, people don't know these things, do they? It's a quiz thing. It's the fact that we're quiz hosts that we think we know this stuff.
No. I went higher because I know that I don't know it, and I figure that people do know it.
Well, let's see. So we've got the actual 41.6. Let's see what the audience one came out as. 55.2.
Oh, just.
So,
Well, at least I don't feel bad that I wrote anything lower at any point. I only wrote higher.
well done.
Well played,
audience
audience.
average, 55.2. So pretty close. Then we've got Goose in second and Scott in third.
Quite a bit higher.
41.6. Anyone guessed this? No, we had two 39s guessed.
Ooh.
And a 45. So well done.
That is a tough question, I'd say. It's a tough question.
Let's see the points for that one though. So 3 to the audience, 2 to Goose, 1 to Scott for that one. So
I'm pleased with that.
all to play for.
Oh, this has got a little bit too tense, and I don't like it. So I was watching TV the other day. Was I watching TV? Yeah, it was TV. I was watching TV, and I saw an advert come up, and I was like, "Oh, Strongbow!" Straight away. It was like, "Oh." So, right, describe me a Strongbow advert. I've not seen a Strongbow advert for a while, actually.
I probably
Is that one of the GOAT just now?
Is that the Strongbow advert now?
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
What? Hey.
Describe me a classic Strongbow advert.
I'd say probably like some
Bow and arrow.
bow and arrow. Yeah, maybe like some sort of like a wet, like fluidy lake ocean sort of thing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But like in a real grayscale sort of.
Fluidity.
See, I think it's like lads in a pub or something like that,
okay.
and then it's the two Strongbow arrows hitting the pub. That's the key moment that I think everyone knows about Strongbow.
How fluid
Oh, you're
is it?
talking about real ones. I thought.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a Strongbow.
Oh, brilliant. So Scott, will you just give me an imaginary Strongbow advert?
Yeah,
We're not
so-
advertising campaign marketers here, you know. We're not pitching
Wow, you
ideas.
could have fooled me.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
wow,
There's a
Scott.
wet body of water out
Just-
there.
Agreed. The first thing you said was wet. So what's your product? Cider.
Strongbow.
Let's make it a wet advert.
Is it a dry cider?
A wet cider.
So yeah, no. I was watching this advert and I was like, Strongbow. Straight away, it had a gold bow and arrow and a guy. But the thing I found funny about it was I was expecting it to be a joke. I was watching a comedy program. I think I was watching Taskmaster or something, and I expected it to be a comedy version of a Strongbow advert. So I was like, this feels like the kind of parody they would do to be like, ha ha ha, look at us, we're making a nonsense advert like Strongbow. So it's this guy, he's like Adonis kind of, body, kind of like ripped kind of guy, shirtless, and yeah, Louis, it looked just like you.
I was pointing to Scott.
Oh, right. And pulls a bow and arrow back, shoots a golden arrow into the sky, and I was like, it's gonna hit the bar, and it'll be like, it will say something along the lines of like, none of your fancy nonsense, let's drink some Strongbow or something like that. I'd be like, fair enough, great advert, brilliant. It wasn't for Strongbow, it was for Versace. It was for a fragrance. I think it was called Eros or something. Eros. And it was like, what? You can't like basically ripped off a Strongbow advert joke.
Okay.
But it got me thinking. Companies that just team up on advertising, because Strongbow could just claim that and be like, we'll use this exact same advert, and at the end add in something that's just like the Strongbow
behind the.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you got your Versace perfume, and now you've got your Strongbow to go alongside it.
4 frosty
I
cans
wouldn't
ready
say
for a night.
They're not the best cut company to team up with, but I thought to myself, there are companies to team up in advertising.
This is 100% an aftershave advert. There's no
Have
way.
you watched it?
Yeah, there's no way you can watch this and think it's for a Strongbow.
I thought it was a joke.
I think someone was thirsty.
Can
That's
I
what I
just
think.
as a
Thursday both ways.
as a caveat, I absolutely detest perfume adverts. I think cologne and any kind of fragrance adverts I think are the worst thing known to man.
No.
Yeah, no. Tell me a worse type of
Rebuttal.
advertising. Tell me a worse type of
Car
advertising.
adverts.
Not car adverts I'm fine with.
Nope.
Car adverts are an actual product they're showing you. That's like, here's what this car looks like. And then they drive it through different scenes and tell you things about it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Renault did one where it's like, everything about it is, like, what's the word? Where they're so on side with, like, people being homosexual, it's fine to have a Clio. And then that's like the whole advertising campaign. It's like, Clio isn't like you can't just say Clio's gay and then suddenly it's like it's the best car ever. It's still a car. It's got a form and function. Whereas fragrance is it's just a smell.
I respect that more though. Trying to advertise a smell.
It's harder.
Yeah, so
I respect.
I
It doesn't
respect
mean
their
they're
game.
better adverts.
Yeah, I think they are.
No, come on now.
Car adverts are just awful. They're just
Some car adverts.
driving through. It's been dubbed over from German.
Louis only sees German cars.
There's two people. Two people in the car. It does this many miles.
We can agree.
It stops.
Yeah, that's it.
Surely you agree that like insurance adverts are more annoying than car adverts.
Yeah, sure.
I could probably tell you about more car adverts than fragrance adverts.
Yes.
I can only tell you one has Jake Gyllenhaal because I watched it last night. I just couldn't tell you what it's for.
Car or
fragrance.
Fragrance always has the same. You get two versions of a fragrance advert. One is slow opera singer with semi-slow motion people like basically kissing, and it's very much like it's about attraction and desire and all this kind of those words, but all fragrances are called. And the other one is it's like cool, and there's one with like Jared Leto in it recently, and it's all these things that they want like the fragrance to be around. And it's like, oh, he's walking through a supermarket and picking up cool things. And
Fragrant man.
Yeah, and he's like wearing a kind of interesting jacket with trousers that don't really suit it, and it's like, and he's like unkempt and stuff, and it's like, I get it. You want your fragrance to come across as kind of like thing, but I just find like that I don't know. It frustrates me.
Yeah, it seems to be a very like a tight template.
It is. I can't think of any other fragrance advert other than those two templates.
Catwalk. No, what is it? Red carpet.
The sailor advert, the Jean-Paul Gaultier one.
That's the first one. First template.
What, the sexy one?
The one where it's like sexy and opera music that goes on in the background. And it's like some guy like just misses the girl's like fabric as he like goes out, and it's always a guy and a girl, and it's like misses the girl's fabric just as he reaches out, and she just moves away from him, and then he chases up her some stairs or something like that. It's like, and obviously what's meant to be shown is his fragrance is giving him superpowers to do these things. That's why I assume that you're trying to like.
Yeah, there's the Mad Max style one.
Absolutely, that is definitely. It's a little column A, little column B.
Where do you watch all this? I can't think of any.
I clearly
fragrance.
respect them a bit more.
I think that probably my analytics knows that I have an issue with smell.
Analytics knows or analytics knows?
It knows.
The one with Charlize Theron.
That's the Dior one where they stick in my mind perfume adverts. Although the perfume I wear,
that's a catwalk one. That's good.
Right.
The what's not the perfume? The scent that I have is from Penhaligon's, and is it raining? Sorry, just realised it's raining. Penhaligon's, which is great, and their scents aren't like I've not seen advertising for Penhaligon's because they don't do advertising like that, which I like. So I'm like, I'll give it to Penhaligon's.
Maybe they do. They just don't stick in your mind. Not memorable.
Maybe.
Don't need to advertise to him.
Penhaligon's are well known though. It's a nice scent. Do you have a scent?
No,
Do you have any aftershaves or anything like that? Or?
just a random selection.
Yeah, I have some that I've had gifted
Yeah.
from different people.
It's never really a thing that you can take in a very nice way. Here's
What's the advert for this like?
how am I meant to act when I wear this?
I couldn't tell you the names of them. One of them's a Playboy one.
Oh,
One of them just says hot.
A Playboy one.
Yeah. It smells quite nice.
Like it
which
has
I
a
hate.
bunny.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm struggling to wrap my head around this.
Little blue. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it came in like one of those kits where you get like a cream.
How to become Hugh Hefner?
Crime and a big fluffy robe. No robe. That was a joke.
Well, I mean, look, I think this all leads to: should we create our own scent? And how would we do the advert for it? Should we start advertising Goose's quizzes? Because Goose's quizzes is quite tough to advertise because it is a little bit intangible.
like,
It's not a car.
like perfume.
It's not quite like an insurance service, but we do sell a product that is a service. Should we start advertising like cologne and scents and aftershaves.
Should we advertise, or should our advertising be like...
Yeah, should our advertising be like more like colognes and scents and things?
Okay. Where someone just walks slowly through a pub and
Yeah.
everyone's like looking.
We can do a little bit of column A, a little
pick
bit
up
of
the
column B.
microphone.
Yeah,
We'll make a sexy advert.
we can make a sexy advert for quiz hosting.
What would it be called? Question 1.
Yeah, questionable it'll be called.
Questionable smells. Scent. Sense. I meant sense.
Questionable stench.
An odor.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying this is a done deal. We'll have to run it past the rest of the company, but in my mind, we've discussed that enough perfume adverts have stuck out in our mind that we need to start advertising the same way.
We'd have all like the pub tropes, like someone dropping a glass.
Yeah. So someone running back from the bar
Slow
to tell their
motion.
team.
That's
that
where
they know
the
answer.
wet goes.
Yeah, and
going
it'll be the
full
ripple of
circle.
the waves coming out.
Any advert
And
that's
then
got like
Strongbow just jumps in.
But it's blood out.
a liquidy advert. Question 3. It's a 50-50 one.
I've never been so nervous for this quiz. I've never been so nervous in this podcast.
All to play for
I'm not
here.
enjoying this anymore.
Question 3. Are humans endothermic or ectothermic? So question 3. Are humans endothermic or ectothermic? Answer and percentage for this one. 50-50. Anyone going to go for 50%?
That's actually a really good question.
This feels like a Scott question.
I think it might be.
It is.
Well, this is cheating.
Hope I get it right.
Cheating to the
No.
highest degree. We're using Scott's questions.
Because I have no sway over the percentage.
It's true. Scott only knows they're intensely high on this question. This feels awfully not wordy.
It's a 50-50 one.
Oh, it is, yes.
Yeah.
Answer percentage.
There's been a few 50-50 questions that come up recently in my quizzes that have answers that I have to really define what people are going to write down, or it will be really awkward for marking. There was one about a double quarter pounder or chicken nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, I'm going to have to really
Classic.
tell you to what you're going to write down here.
Right. So, people in the room just now. Answer, first of all, Scott, you're going to give us the answer?
I'm pretty sure it's endothermic.
Endo, like the skateboarding move.
Exactly.
we've got two endos right here.
Mine's not giving
Which
myself-
means we produce our own heat.
And don't we?
So ectothermic
Don't we?
means that you pull in heat.
Yeah, get your heat from the environment.
But there's not many Oh, lizards and things like that.
things like that.
Ectothermic.
Yeah, I think fish.
Really?
I think so.
Ah,
Actually, I don't know.
fair enough.
So we've got some
Nervous.
guesses
I'm nervous.
in the chat.
Have I gone too low?
It is endothermic.
I've gone too high here.
Scott, what have you said?
68%.
68. Goose,
84.
84. Okay, bit of a wider difference here for this one. So the answer is endothermic. We'll get your guesses on
high.
screen. So there we go, 68 and 84 for this one.
I've gone too high.
Too high, says Andrew. The actual percentage for this one, from all the teams that we asked, came out at 66.9.
Oh, no!
So,
Get some.
Scott, very close.
Love that for me.
Very close. Now, the question is, where are the audience going to slot in here? Are they going to bump Goose down to thirds?
I hope so.
Yes, definitely are. From
absolutely
seeing
wish that.
the live responses coming in, I'd 100% say they're gonna. I reckon they're gonna bump Scott as well.
They could be close. Well, the audience percentage for this one came out at 64.1. So Scott is just closer.
Oh my.
Very close between the two there. But that means points wise, let's just have a little look. There we go, 64.1. So Scott, 68, you're closer to the 66.9, and Goose is way off at an 84.
That was so. I thought people would know we're endothermic. That feels like a fairly.
So points wise, 3 to Scott, 2 to the audience. and 1 to Goose for that one. Very close, people. Not too far away at all. But well done. There's still 2 to go, so you might sneak in and get the top prize pretty soon. Who knows?
Just before we go on, do you want to change the size for the audience thing for the future ones? Just so we can see the percentage when it comes up.
Yeah.
Just gonna take a quick break.
Yeah, just a really quick break.
All right, see you in 2 minutes.
Hi, welcome back. Sorry for the short break. Okay, so there has been something that has been plaguing me for a while. Since we did the Skittles challenge, it opened my eyes to potential food and drinks things that we haven't explored. And I know you podcaster elite and listeners desperately need us to explore these things. I saw a reel, people. I saw a reel because I don't have TikTok, so I see reels like 2 weeks after they come out on TikTok. And I saw a reel of someone drinking sparkling water and trying not to burp.
Mm-hmm.
So I graciously went out and purchased us all a bottle of sparkling water, and I would like us all to try and drink it, the whole thing, and not burp. Did you check the label off it? No.
Yeah, we're not going to sponsor it.
Wow, Scott's straight up taking the label. I'm quite happy to sponsor the people we got this from. So shout them out.
I didn't even read it. I don't know who it is.
Big old Sains boss.
There we go. There we go. Do we have to drink the whole thing
Yes.
in like a timely manner, or just in like a?
I would say as fast as you can.
I'm going to unbutton my belt.
Right, are we going to...
Louis going to turn into Violet from Willy Wonka.
Are we going to do it one at a time?
It's scientific. It's all at the same time, isn't it? And just
What? So whoever... But then we might not be able to hear when the other people burp because you'll be still downing.
doesn't matter. Is it going to be that instantaneous?
Nah,
Wait,
I think so.
what's the metric? Is it if you burp at all, you're out?
If you
Or-
burp at all...
I've already
First
burped a few times today.
No,
so-
if you burp at all, in immediately finishing the sparkling water, I'd say.
So you have
We'll
to
give
keep
it,
it.
I'd say like 30 seconds.
So you've got
30
until.
seconds a minute after you finished.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
All right.
I just burped.
There we go. Get out. And
I mean, Scott,
Off
you
the
have a
pod-
whole
off the
compilation
pod-
of me burping into the
Yeah,
microphone.
I do. I have to dig that up. That'd be fun.
all at the same time.
No, I think one at a time.
All right.
I thought we were doing it all at the same time, and then just moving on to question 4. Just being
Straight away.
nonchalant.
No, what we'll do is we'll do Louis last so he can go straight into question 4.
Maybe we should do
Okay.
that first.
So, question 4.
Right, come on. Right. Are we doing it all at the same time?
I'm happy to go first if he's
Right, Scott, you go first. Show us how it's done. I've not down a drink for a long time.
Oh, it does look really fizzy.
By the way, Scott, right, you carry on. I'll tell the story.
This
of what
guy
Scott
knows
said
his
before
weight.
this.
Can we get some?
Oh, it is fizzy. Right, don't let it fizz for too long. You need to get it in you. There we
Cheat,
go.
cheat.
Scott's getting it down him now. It's a bottle a size of... What size is the bottle? How much is it?
You should have drank it from a shoe.
500 mil. It's half a litre of sparkling water we're going for here.
Oh, no.
I think half a litre is a pretty normal amount of something
So-
to drink in one go.
It's painfully slow.
It's not painfully... Keep on going.
No, I mean, it's going to be painfully slow.
Do you think?
For me
I
as
really
well.
I like some sparkling water. We've got sparkling water at home now. Scott's just gone down again, and one more go at it. He's still going, and I'd say he's got a third left. About a third. He's taken 2 attempts so far to get it in there, and it's all going down, and it's in. Burpee, Scott? Feeling burpee?
Never.
Is it? Wow, your eyes are watering though.
Iron epiglottis.
Wow, you've really those eyes are really going.
That's how full I am. It's just keep.
Yeah, those eyes are really gone. And you're feeling okay?
I'm feeling alright.
No
yeah.
burp.
I mean, I can feel it's.
Experiment's
it's there.
done. We don't need to do it. It's fine.
Rude.
Question 4.
No. Goose,
Right,
your
should I
turn.
go? I feel burpy already. I've been having beer and everything already today.
What are we trying to do?
Full of- full
I
of
feel like
carbon.
I've forgotten what we're trying to do here. Just
Not burp.
Not burp.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
Oh,
can
you
feel.
had to
I can
use-
feel one in my chest, right here.
I thought you had to use Sprite. Someone from the live stream said you have to use Sprite. I couldn't do Sprite and not burp.
I know
Because that...
Sprite's pretty bubbly. Do you drink soda water, Louis?
Occasionally at a quiz,
Okay.
Soda water and lime or just soda water?
sort of want lime
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's-
to look after my vocal cords.
We used to play. You start drinking. I'll tell this story.
What if I laugh?
It's going to be a long one.
I'm going to burp so loud at the end
Oh,
of this.
fantastic. He has begun. So we used to play a game in the pub where you get a glass and a straw and the soda gun, and whoever could do the longest pull of filling the drink up before the cup overflowed, then you won. So I was the winner for a little bit there. Soda water challenge. Your eyes are watering there, bud.
I can definitely feel the burp coming on. I'm really going to have to try and push this down.
You look good.
Nope, I can definitely feel it coming on. It's like sitting here. There's a burp. Maybe the biggest pocket of air I've ever had inside of me.
Thank you.
Louis just erupted.
Yeah.
Goose dropped that one
My
before.
body just definitely did an internal burp there, but not an external burp.
I don't know the last thing I downed.
All right.
Oh, it's sitting right there. It's sitting right
Sounds like
here.
you're struggling to talk a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like this is me holding down.
All right,
very
Louis
much
Louis
so.
started drinking.
Oh, nice and
gone- he's
You know
gone
those bottles
off camera.
squeeze? You can just squeeze it in. Oh, no, this is bad. I really need to burp.
I feel like I'm going to explode.
No, actually, really need to burp right now. Nope. Ah, don't burp. No, I'm gonna have to. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Do I need to finish this now?
Yeah. It was so bad. It was like my body just said, no, you can't live without burping right
The
now.
purge.
This is over. Like,
Oh, wow.
it just said immediately, it's like, it's gonna happen.
What an experience.
Oh, that was so bad. I don't know that I'm saying I would not hold in a burp. Louis is still downing his. He's on about
Louis
a
on a
quarter left.
Good sipperoo.
Yeah, I'd say about a quarter left.
5, 4.
That really got me.
Oh my god.
Feeling good?
Your eyes are watering there, bud.
Question 4.
Oh, he does it like a pro.
I've got water all over my face. Question 4. In which town was Shakespeare born in 1564? So, question 4. In which town was Shakespeare born in 1564? Nice. I drank that a lot better than I thought I would.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to do that thing where you just open your throat and pour a
Nah,
drink
it's too
down.
late.
It's too late for you.
I think so.
Oh, that honestly, I've never felt that I needed to burp that badly. I understand how it can happen, but then I feel like I downed mine faster than both of you downed yours.
Yeah, I think so.
So, you know.
But I was doing it so I didn't burp. I can still feel it there as well.
Answer and percentage for this one. What a lovely audio feature that was for everyone.
I hope so.
I'm so glad someone burped.
People at home, if you
Tell you
want
what,
to...
I didn't think about it. Maybe it was me overthinking it, but I didn't think it was going to happen when I first finished. I was like, oh, it's just drinking like fizzy water. It's fine. And then it just rose up inside me. I reckon I could still go another burp soon, but like...
should have undone your shorts like I did.
Louis is sitting with no shorts on and it's really awkward.
Yep. Answer percentage for this one.
I've got mine. I feel like I might have gone... No, I don't know. Maybe I've gone low.
Scott, you got something?
Don't have an answer.
Right.
Well, that's a worry.
Well, have you got percentage? 3, 2, 1.
You ready?
You drawing a picture?
I'm not. Did you see my team name, by the way?
3,
Alright, I'm ready.
2, 1, turn. Oh!
Come on!
So
Maybe I've gone too high. Have I gone? Maybe I've gone too high.
Scott,
no,
you've
people
went-
know this.
Scott, you've went for
79% no answer.
and Goose
Stratford upon Avon,
and
81,
81.
which I'm
Okay.
now not convinced that's maybe too low.
So it is Stratford upon Avon.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about Willie Shakespeare?
Sure.
Died on his birthday.
Oh, rip.
Rip.
Also married to
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. Not the same.
Nope. Invented the word camouflage.
He invented loads of words.
Yeah.
Didn't he invent semi-skim milk?
Anyone can invent words. I think you just need their respect for people to use them.
As long as it catches on.
Yeah. Like the inventing's not the hard part.
He's just mashed all these letters together. It's like, this is one.
You should see the ones he didn't invent.
Got a new one.
It's all about the words you don't invent.
Yeah, it's the follow through. That's where the beauty is. So let's get these on screen. So we've got 79 and 81. Let's have a little look. See 79, 81. You guys are pretty close together.
That's worrying.
The actual for this one came out at 94.1%.
Oh, it's so much higher than I thought it would be. No.
Which is pretty high.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
So
This is bad.
the audience, eh?
The audience are going to smash me here.
The audience average for this one came out at 74.9. They're further away than Scott is.
No. How? What?
So
Audience.
that means
Shit to
1
win.
point to the audience, 2 points to Scott, 3 points to Goose for question 4.
I'm liking this. I'm liking it.
So well done. One question to go.
Oh, there is one question to go. Okay, people. We've got one question to go in this, the final of the league today. The league, we explained a little bit at the start, but let's go through it again. The league, the way it works is you basically get the better you do each week, the more points you get, and the more people that are playing, the more points you get. So say there's 15 people playing today, the top score will be 15 points, but you have to get in the top half of the people that finish that week. So if there's 15 people playing today, you'd have to get in the top 7, I think. I think it's the top 8 that get points from 15, 14 down. And then once it gets to 8 points, it just goes to 1 point. So from then on, it's only 1 point that the bottom half gets of the table. I should have done a round number. That would have been easier to explain.
I was going to say 15 was a
20 people
bold
play,
choice.
top 10 get points from 20 down to 10, and the bottom half get 1 point.
Yes.
Does everyone understand?
Yes. It sounds semi-complicated, but if you're listening or watching, you don't have to do anything.
Nah,
No.
just
Have to
fill
put your
in the
numbers.
form.
Yeah, we'll do all the math.
We'll do the legwork.
As long as you use the same email address each time, and I've been catching people who haven't been using the same email address and made spelling mistakes or anything like that. I've been trying to catch people to make sure that you're getting your points all added together. I won't name names, but one person wrote their email address in as their username. Well played. But yes, make sure you use the same email address each time. This is the final of the league. We want to start the league again. And actually, next time we start the league, we're looking to try and put prizes on it as well. So we think for this one, we're probably going to give out one of our tote bags.
Some soda
prizes.
water.
With 3 bottles of soda water that we didn't drink.
Everything that we've mentioned in the,
Yeah,
in the podcast
one of
so
everything.
far. Yeah.
Versace, Eros, and
Yeah, some Strongbow.
yeah, we'll put some Skittles in there. You know, it'll be a good fun. No, but when someone wins today, which they will, that'll be the winner and crowned the winner of season 1 of League 1, the first league.
League One.
Trying not to say season.
Yeah.
Of the first league,
Someone wins, and
and
then we'll move on and restart the week after.
the second league, 10 weeks.
Clean slate.
Exactly. And then when we're coming to the end of an actual season of the podcast, we might make it a longer or shorter league depending on what we're at. And it will happen every week, and it will get cumulative. So the best thing you can do is make sure you get involved for week 1. Keep filling it in. We'll try and get it as ready as in advance as we can. So we'll try and get it ready a few days in advance. Make sure everyone's filling it in advance.
Yes.
And then Friday afternoon, come around, and on the podcast, what you're listening to right now, you'll be able to hear how the audience has done on average, because all the scores get averaged out. And then afterwards in the live stream, we'll be going through how everyone actually did individually.
Yes. So you're playing as a team, the internet, the audience, and also individually.
As your own person.
Yes.
And that's what the league's about. So the league is about individually. So we all play as individuals. Our scores in the podcast get taken into the individual league as well. And that's what we've been really excited about, because Scott's second in the league, I'm third. Vernon Knight Quizzer is at the top spot at the moment, and there's a few big battles going on
At the moment.
in the middle of that league as well. So
Yeah.
it's all to play for. Start the league next week. Get involved. 10 weeks of it. You should do 10 forms, and then we'll be on. So I think it is time for us to finish up this league.
So, question 5. Question 5. What was the name of the sequel to 28 Days Later? Answer, percentage. What was the name of the sequel to 28 Days Later? Ooh-wee. Final one, people. The tension in here. It is palpable. Thick. What are they going to put? Ooh. Answer, schmancer. Percentages are important. What's the percentage going to be? Will Scott burp?
I burped twice since that. And they've been big burps, not my usual kind of burps. I'm not convinced here.
Okay, you ready to draw?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh, come on!
Oh no!
You know the worst thing is you can see it even. I rubbed out a 1. I rubbed out 91. And if it's higher than... honestly, I'm going to be so gutted. That's ridiculous.
No, that's not good for me because you've beaten me.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You don't want to redraw, do you?
Real shame.
No.
Real shame.
Do
you remember we used to do that thing where we used to say you go higher or lower if you want to?
One redraw a season.
Nah, I think we've made our bed here.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Bookended.
I'm upset.
Bookended with doubles.
let's talk through.
I think it's higher, and I said 91 originally.
But you actually said
90.
90 from Goose. And Scott, you said
Same.
90.
Did you think about changing at any point?
I was very close to putting a 91.
I was close to putting 92. I had 91 written down.
Were you close to
and then-
93?
Actually, I was going to put
ridiculous.
94.
Ridiculous.
Wow. Yeah, this is.
And I said 28 weeks later.
You couldn't script this.
It's ridiculous.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, so the answer is 28 weeks later. So we
Not a pleasing answer.
you both got it right.
I think it'll be higher than 90%. And I'm absolutely devastated about that.
91%.
So there's your two.
If it's not higher than 90%, I'll be like, fine, whatever. I made a mistake, and I'm glad I went with 90.
Right.
I'm glad we're on the same.
So close your eyes.
That's
The
ridiculous.
actual percentage for this one came out at 76.7.
No way.
So it's lower.
No way. That's so low. People must really not. What do people think it is?
I don't know, but it's
29 days later.
28 weeks later too.
People just must not know.
29 days later.
That feels like a really obvious answer. Is it just us?
Maybe. No, I was thinking the reason I didn't go 91, and I understand that it's only a 1% difference, but because I was thinking exactly the same thing, being like, oh, how do people put such a wrong answer? So
I'm sure even when I've run that question before, I've been surprised people not getting it right.
But
Yeah.
yet.
But alas.
Oh, I can't believe that.
So, yeah. Now, we can see how the audience average shaped up in comparison.
I imagine they've gone above us. I imagine they've gone above 90.
They very comfortably slipped in between us, I reckon.
So,
They're 90 as well.
290s,
Spot on.
a 76.7. The audience average for this one came out at 71.3.
Oh, wow. They absolutely smashed that.
Yeah, so they're much closer.
Nightmare. This is a nightmare.
Much closer. So, points-wise,
I just thought that would be so well known.
3 points to the audience, and when it's a tie, you get the lower points. So 1 point each. 1 point each for you two.
Brutal.
Which is a painful end after a painful start to the quiz.
That was what a cinematic finish.
Isn't
Whoa,
it?
isn't it?
Isn't it?
This is brutal. This could be, just to be clear, I think this could be a three-way tie.
No, I think I have lost.
Sorry, Scott.
Well, do you want the final standings for this episode?
I hope I haven't lost, but I think I have.
Yeah, final standings for this episode, and then also after this, we're going to go through the league, the top 10 in the league.
So, in second place, but also last place on 9 points. We've got Scott
And me.
and Goose.
Yeah.
And then 10 points after the 5 questions. We've got the audience. So that final question, they snuck in there. They didn't snake the percentage,
Well,
but they snaked the final scores.
I could have been in third place if I'd written 91. So
Yeah, well,
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
bless those stars.
that's it. Could have been in third place. Happy that I didn't go for 91 or 92, which I was very close to doing. It worked out perfectly.
I think I feel prouder of my performance than what you feel about your performance.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset.
Yeah.
I'm pretty upset. There's two questions there that I'm really upset about. I'm upset that I didn't think
All right,
more
let's
about.
choose this outcome. Audience win. Complete prediction.
Yeah.
Well played, audience. I don't know who bet on that or
Sorry.
who predicted on that. Apologies, predicted. We might take a quick break and we'll come back with the total scores.
Very night quizzer. Can't keep him down.
We'll come back.
He's the only person who bet on the audience.
Oh wow! Let's. I think that's also solidified something for the league. But let's take a quick break. I'll come back. We'll get the scores sorted out, and then we'll be back with that.
Hard
streams.
Okay.
It's been very calm.
You ready? Okay. Let's go through today's scores, which I think are enlightening for everyone. As you know, in the actual game, myself and Scott tied in the podcast game for the average against the audience who won. And in the overall scores, in the this week's scores, top scorer once again was your man Scott. So Scott managed to bag himself a solid 70 points in this week's scores.
Wow.
Came first. Scritch, who's another Scot, came second.
Wow.
And then Russ, Hendrixology, and myself came third. So joint third, which is solid, I would say. But yeah, look at those difficult scores. And you might have seen something that's quite difficult now, is that Vernon Quizzer is down there in 14th place on 1 point. Now, I don't want to hold this up. We can go back to this at some point and come back to this set at some point. But also hilariously, Peebs managed to get 9, 1, 5, 20, and 8. So did very well in one of the questions, not for the rest. This takes us to league scores, which I think we have to be excited about. We had 20 players today, which gives us 20 points unavailable. And let's go from 10th to 1st as we get into this. So 10th place, two people, 37 points was Ray and Charlotte PS. So very well played, both of them. 9th place we had Anna Easby, 43 points in the league. 7th place, two people, Hendrixology and Scritch, which is the big challenge. I know they were both going at each other and they've managed to equal each other's points. So 45 points to both of them, 7th place. 6th place, 53 points was Russ. In 6th place, 53 points. 5th place with 55 points was Gav. 56 points in 4th place was Joanna. 3rd place with 71 points was myself. 2nd place, 90 points, was Vernon Night Quizzer, which means winning this league is Scott. 1st place, 95 points, with a 2nd, 7th, 2nd, 10th, 8th, 3rd, 4th, 1st, 3rd, 1st.
Look at that second half of the season.
I know, that is a solid lead out. It is proper good scoring towards the end there.
That's what happens when you take part every week.
Every single week. In there,
like in
grinding hard.
Getting those participation
That's
awards.
your top 10. There's more than 10, obviously, because they've got joints but that is your top 10. And you can see some people managed to get into the top 10 there on only 5 appearances. Like Scritch getting there in 5 appearances is pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, with a 12th place.
Good job.
Yeah, absolutely. Going out of the points a couple of times. So I think 9th would have been out of the points as well. So impressive to you all. Apologies to Scritch and Hendrixology. I know they're having a bit of a vendetta of who was going to do better. They tied, so we can devise some better way doing it. There is a part of me that says whoever did less probably did better, but that's just, my gut feeling about it.
Yeah.
Would you say? Sorry, Scott.
It's fine.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't bother him.
I did 4 less than you. I'm just letting you know. My average of is just a bit. Is just higher.
Let's let the table do the talking.
Well, we. So yeah, if you, they're all online now, so that you can go to. I think we've got a link. We can put a link into the chat, but you can. We'll put the link into the show notes as well, so you can see how the scores have all done, and we'll save them from League One scores, so you can see them all for all of time, and how you did in the first league of this GQHQPQ League One. Scott, how do you feel?
Send myself a prize.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm happy.
Let it out. Big burp to celebrate.
I'll take it humbly and might make up a T-shirt for myself.
Nice.
The winner.
Winner. It's just going to say winner. And then when people ask me, I was like,
I'm the winner.
I'll put a QR code in it so they can verse me.
I'm kind of. Can you add? Sorry, we've got questions in. People are coming in with questions in the live stream because obviously this has been a big deal for a lot of people in the live stream as well who listen to the podcast later, but obviously have been listening live. We could average. I could do some other points and averages to see where people sit. But I do like the idea of just keeping it straight up points for the overall. So it's always there. It's there every week. We're going to be posting it every week. What we'll start doing is from next league, I'll start putting a thing in to say if you want to be emailed about it as well. So it'll say, do you want to get an email from us about this? And we can send you out an email if you're getting involved in playing. But it is a pleasure running your league, and this is one of the things we enjoy most, is sitting and doing nonsense leagues and nonsense things, which are good fun, and hopefully everyone enjoys the scoring system. But Vernon Knight Quizzer, commiserations. Scott, do you have a message for Vernon? It's been a tight run thing for a good few weeks.
What a grudge match.
Yeah.
I tell you what, get in touch. I'll send you, for being top of the internet. I'll send you something.
Best of the rest.
Best of the rest. Yeah, if it's best of the rest, it's Vernon Knight Quizzer, Joanna, Gav, Russ, Scritch, Hendrixology, Anna Easby, Charlotte, and Ray. So it's been dedicated quizzers doing well. Raking a first place as well across there. I don't know why they're not in order. They should be in order. They're traditions, but they're not. So that's just one thing that I've just not sorted out yet.
Oh, like we said, this was a good season to iron out some kinks, and we'll come back harder and stronger next league.
Absolutely.
League.
But we're definitely looking at some bigger prizes, bigger things, and hopefully you're all for some bigger podcasting and quizzing. Tell your friends. It's not the end of the season, it's just the end of the league, so we're back next week with some more quizzical action, more podcast quizzical action. But have yourself a lovely, lovely time, and we'll see you all again for some more GQHQPQ next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Oof.
Yeah, you really jumped up.
I didn't even look at the numbers. I was just, what was that word you said before, Louis? Hallucinating with happiness.
Yeah.
I double checked to be like, yeah, this is definitely all like
Legit.
and it was a straightforward win. I'm impressed.
Good.
That's been twice now that we've done very similar in the scores, and you've done much better. You keep your percentages much closer than I keep them.
Wow.
If I go wrong, I go really wrong.
I wish I could say it was some sort of skill-based thing.
I'd say there's some skill in it. I'll still hold on to the fact that top finisher without a full run.
Yeah.
Which I'll take.
No, well done. All right. Oh, actually, I might stop the stream.
Yes.
And then restart it again.
Go.
It just makes my job a lot easier in post. So stick around. It's literally just pressing one button twice, off and then on, and then we'll be back.
Go.